Hello, my fellow citizens of the 7th universe. My name is PatPlayer2, if you wish to be that specific, and welcome back once again to Dragon Ball Z Final Stand here on the Roblox. Yes, I did say I was going to be coming back to this game if there was an update to the game, and like I just said, there is actually an update to this game. It was kind of like a quiet update. It was really quiet. There wasn't any announcement saying that it was going to be updated. It was just all of a sudden it said that the game was updated as of yesterday. And just, you know, randomly, the game got updated. It's actually got some decent stuff in it. When I say decent stuff, some of the stuff still doesn't work currently, but there is one thing that does work right now. I'm going to show you guys what that is at the moment. But before I continue any longer, if you guys are brand new to the channel because you're curious of the new update, I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you always get updates as to when I upload, even though I usually do 1 or 2 videos a day. But I would really appreciate if you stuck around. I would really enjoy your company. And also, if you're OGs at the channel, I'm very happy that Final Stand got an update. Let me know in the comments below because, yeah, I'm going to guess you guys are very, very excited about that. So what is the first update? The first update of this game. Actually, you know what? The first update of this game is not even anything else. It's a tiny little update that I didn't realize would be a case. I'm actually going to move my camera around because, whoa, I'm going to move my camera right there, right smack in the middle. It's really awkward. Why am I doing that? Is because there's a UI change. Very, very small, tiny UI change. But you can see here now, these buttons have like a tiny bit of, like different, like picture icons. And there's also a low GFX mode for people who PCs or, you know, whatever they're playing on can't really run Final Stand at, like, you know, the max everything. You can run this low GFX mode, which, you know, basically makes it so your computer doesn't have a heart attack when it tries to play this game. So it's pretty good. So, you know, if you never had the chance to actually play this game because it's too powerful, you got a chance now. Also, my webcam good? Yeah, I think we're good now. All right, next update, which is kind of interesting, is a new move. Yes, a new move has been added into Final Stand, and the only way you could get it is through Whis. This move is the Broly Kamehameha, and we're kind of curious to see if this move is actually worth it, because there's a lot of other Kamehamehas, such as, like, you know, the Flame Kamehameha, Dark or Black Kamehameha, One-Handed, Kaioken times 4 Kamehameha, Boo Blaster. There's a lot of different Kamehamehas that, actually, I think there's even a Majin Kamehameha. There's a lot of them, and we have to see if it's worth actually getting this Kamehameha. So I'm going to go ahead and say Whis. I'm just going to give him tons of my money. So you know what I'm going to do is let's give him 50K to see if we got it. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of like, you know, just trading here. There we go. I love how I'm just like losing all my money at the moment. Also, it seems that every single time you click on Whis to do it, your skills actually don't work anymore. So you know what we're going to do is we're going to just, you know, actually, you know what, I'm going to pause the video now, and I'll be back to see if we actually got the move, because apparently when you click on Whis, the UI screws up and I can't click on that. Oh, there. Wait, nope, the skills don't work. Shop does. Whatever. I'll be back right now. I'm going to see if it works. Alright guys, I am back once again. I had to go and like reset my character a couple times, and after giving Whis about 100,000 grand, 100,000 grand. That doesn't make sense. It's 100 grand. Yeah, whatever. 100,000 Zeti. I finally have the move. The Broly Kamehameha is now mine. Now, we have to check out to see exactly what this Broly Kamehameha can actually do, because I really haven't seen too much gameplay of it as of right now. I'm going to assume it's just a green Kamehameha, but we have to check it out. All right, guys? We're going to have to check this out right now. So, let's see. If I go ahead and take this, it does have a tiny bit different... It sounds a little bit deeper. It sounds a little bit deeper when you do it, but yeah, it's a giant green blast, which, who would have guessed the Broly Kamehameha was a giant green blast? Yes, the Broly Kamehameha is just a giant, you know, freaking hecker blast. But we have to check to see. We have to see if this move is actually worth, you know, the money. We have to actually check it out. All right, so what are we going to do? What are we going to test? All right, we're actually going to leave our God form because I kind of want to just see it in normal base form to see if I could actually one-shot things with the Broly Kamehameha. So you know what I'm going to actually do is what we're going to do. Go back to the skills. I'm going to actually plop on the, let's see, the Dark Beam. No, let's pop on the Kaioken times 4 Kamehameha, and let's also type on the final Kamehameha, because I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna see if it's worth it, okay? We're gonna test it out, compare it to the other Kamehamehas, and see if it's worth it. Because these are kind of like your best Kamehamehas. Times 4 Kamehameha was always like my fave when I first started playing the game. And the final Kamehameha is just, you know, the final Kamehameha. It's freaking sick. So let's check this out. Alright, so to this poor Boo. Okay, oh, I feel so bad because I'm just gonna charge a giant Kamehameha to this Boo's face. Let's see exactly how much damage this will actually do to the Boo. So to a full beam base form does, it did barely any damage. Okay, kind of interesting. Let's see. Okay, first off, I'm just gonna, you know, let's just, okay, Boo, you gotta die! Because I want to check out, to see if, like, you know, it's worth actually, you know, doing this, but I need you. I'd always forget the Spirit Bomb Sword actually takes up way too much freaking, hey, I don't even have a key for anything, apparently. Alright, there we go. Alright, he's taken down. Alright, so we have that now, and it barely did anything. It could have been that, like, you know, the connection that I did with the beam was just not good enough, but let's check it out. So it did about, like, 1/5 of a bar. Let's check out the final Kamehameha now, and see, you know, what the final Kamehameha is, you know, kind of worth it. Worth it over. Let's see. Final Kamehameha does a tiny bit more damage. Would you look at that? The final Kamehameha does a tiny bit more damage than the Broly Kamehameha, interesting enough. I guess that makes sense, but, like, kind of upsetting having that move not be, you know, your extremely powerful move. But the final Kamehameha seemed that it did more damage. Also, we gotta test out the times 4 Kamehameha to see, you know, if it does more damage to any of them. So we're gonna have to check this out, alright? We're gonna check this out now, see if maybe the 4 times Kamehameha is stronger than Broly. Well, let's see. Alright, you guys ready? Alright. Times 4 Kame freaking ha. Booyah! And the answer is... Ow. The answer is it did pretty much as the final Kamehameha. Alright, we're gonna test out the Broly wave one more time to see if, you know, it's worth it. Also, this poor mod. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna, Majit, you're dead. Okay? I'm just gonna do this because I need to make sure that, yeah. I like how oh god, the body parts are just still in there. That just means that the Roblox server isn't happy. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna test out the Broly Kamehameha one more time to see if, like, maybe, you know, I just did it wrong. Maybe I just connected it wrong. Let's see. And the answer is... That is a 100%, actually, yeah, that is a 100%, like connection there. There's no way you could have said that I did not connect it the entire beam there. So I'm wondering, you know, okay, we're going to test this one more time, point blank. Let's check out that health bar, because these guys are basically the same level, remember. Let's check this out. Alright, it did pretty much the same amount of damage as the Broly Kamehameha. Alright, so these Kamehamehas at this point here pretty much are doing the same amount of damage, like in base form. It's pretty much doing the same amount of damage. I thought it was doing a little bit less, but it looks like it's pretty much the same. I'm actually going to reset my character here for a second here, but it's pretty much the same. Is it worth getting the Broly Kamehameha? I mean, if you're doing kind of a roleplay type character, and you want to, like, you know, you want to go ahead and you're just like, look at me, I am the legendary Super Swine, and you want to go ahead and do this, and you're just like, look at me, all of my moves are just green, I would say go ahead and do it. But if you already have the final Kamehameha, it's kind of like you're just spamming the final Kamehameha. Unless the final Kamehameha, let's see how much key. Okay, we're gonna look at key consumption. All right, we're gonna look at key consumption here. All right, that one took out a pretty decent amount of key, and then last but not least, if I'm not mistaken, the Broly Kamehameha takes off more key. It takes more key to spam the Broly Kamehameha than the final Kamehameha. Nope. Okay, it's pretty much actually. No, final Kamehameha takes up a lot more key. All right, Broly takes less key to actually spam out. All right, so you want a move that's actually kind of powerful. That's, like, you know, on par with the final Kamehameha, but you don't want to spend just as much key. I would say go for the Broly Kamehameha. All right, I was about to talk down at the Kamehameha, but then I was like, wait, Broly's better than final. Okay, it takes less ki. So, like, just by a tiny bit, but it takes less ki. So if you want to do it, go ahead, use it. I'm perfectly fine with that. I actually might personally use it over the file Kamehameha now that I realize that it actually takes less ki to actually do that. That's actually really freaking cool. All right, now I'm going to be talking about the second part of the update. Once I can figure out exactly where to go. I hate it when it's dark. Oh, God. Wait, is it going to turn light? It's probably going to turn light here in a second, but I believe, yeah, we're going the right way. It's actually, this update is not currently working, okay? This is what I mean. It's currently not working to its full potential, and only a few people have seen it, okay? It is right here, okay? Right here. You'll be seeing this, hopefully, I bet you when this video goes live, you'll be able to freaking see it. But the thing is, about right here, there's supposed to be a vending machine. A vending machine that, if I can, I'll try to put a picture up right now so you guys can actually see the vending machine so that you guys know what it actually consists of. But what this vending machine actually does is it's basically, think of it as Xenoverse 2. Back in Xenoverse, when you used to play Xenoverse 2, if you like leveled up your mentor and had a certain mentor with you and he was like, you know, the happiest with you, you were able to do a move with you. That's kind of like what is going on here. So you go over here and you're able to pick like a mentor move, which then if you press B, your mentor will pop out of your freaking skull and help you out in battle doing like a swipe, like Trunks does a swipe. I think Krillin might give you like a sensu bean or something like that. I'm gonna assume Goku does a Kamehameha. Piccolo might do like, you know, special beam cannon, that sort of stuff. There's actually a decent amount of trainers, mentors that you can actually choose from. And you have, it's a new spin mechanic. This is like Final Stand's first spin mechanic, besides Whis over here. That's actually spinning for moves, but you don't see that. There's actually a button that will pop up here that says spin, and you have a chance to get a certain mentor's move. I'm assuming, you know, probably like the lower Z warriors, like, you know, maybe Yamcha TN might be like, you know, your low tier, and you might get him tons of times, but Goku and Vegeta might be your legendaries, but you never know. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't played with it. I just seen pictures and I've seen some gameplay of it. It's just not currently functioning well, which by the way, I bet you it's going to be fixed in like the next day or so, if it's not fixed by the time this video goes live. I was kind of curious. I was going around and trying to see if maybe I was just in a wrong server and only certain servers have it, but I was literally server hopping for about an hour, and I couldn't find a server that was running the vending machine right here. Like, I was kind of curious about it, but yeah, that, like, I was even using some of my other accounts. Like, I was using the Shallot account, I was using the Android 21 account. I was using kind of a number of accounts to try to see if I could actually hop onto a server that had it, but unfortunately, I couldn't find it. So eventually, I'm assuming that it will be updated. Snake will eventually update it. I would say check his Twitter, but he has written nothing about this update on his Twitter. So I don't even know if he's going to announce it when it's fixed. He might say something like bug fixes are fixed or whatever like that. He seems to be typing that out when he fixes something. When he fixes something or adds something, he's like, oh, I fixed the bugs, and it happens to be an update to the game. So we have to, like, you know, we have to see on that. But the thing is, it's actually kind of a cool update. Once that actually is in full circle and I'm able to actually use these, I will definitely do a video on it. There's no way I'm not doing a video on that. But once I'm actually able to, you will see a video. You will see a video, and the fact that I'm actually able to have other people with you is actually kind of interesting. I think one thing that I've heard, though, about it is that there's a glitch going on right now with it, that if you, since that you have your mentor out and he's doing an attack, if you hit him, if you actually punch him when he's doing his mentor move, I think it like glitches out and you're not able to use it again. So be careful. That's one glitch I've heard about it. But yeah, on that note, guys, that is the update to this game. Little tiny update, nothing too crazy, but at the same time, something that's actually kind of interesting and will change and make things a lot easier for you once it actually works. The Broly Kamehameha is pretty good. The fact that I forgot to add earlier too, there is no like level cap to the Broly Kamehameha. As long as you have money, you have 10k money and you're able to get all the moves, you'll be able to get the Broly Kamehameha. I don't believe there's a level cap, so you could be level 2 and use a Broly Kamehameha as long as you have the Zenny, which I don't know why you would be a level 2 with, like, you know, 150,000 Zenny, but I mean, you do you, my friend. Maybe you spend all your money, all your Robux, and you bought a bunch of Zenny. I don't know. I don't judge you. But, like, yeah, you could actually just do it at any level. So the Broly Kamehameha is actually kind of good on that. And I think the final Kamehameha is a level 220 move, or like a level 170. I can't remember the exact number, but I believe you have to be Super Saiyan 3 in order to use it. You have to be 3. I think. But yeah, on that note, guys, I think I'm going to go right ahead and end this video here. So I want to say thank you guys for joining once again. Guys, want to see more Final Stand? Well, let me know in the comments below. I'm thinking about new ways of implementing Final Stand on the channel still. I'm still figuring out the nooks and crannies about it. So let me know if you guys are down for that. And yeah, Broly Kamehameha, pretty dang cool. Pretty dang cool. I recommend to use it. I was going to trash on it, but yeah, I recommend using it. On that note, I'm going to say thank you guys for joining once again. I'll be seeing you later. All right, guys, take care. Have a fantastic time with your Broly Kamehamehas, and let me know if you get the vending machine to work.